Zoomer, and as you can see, I'm on Shogun 2. You probably barely hear me, but this is probably much better, so you can hear my adorable voice. I'm just kidding, I hate my voice. But I tried recording this one battle, and MSI Afterburner froze up on me. So I'm just gonna record the other battle first, and I'll try recording the other one again. So this is on the Ikinora village map, and me and my friend were playing against like level 10 and level 10 prestiged people. You know, all those crazy high level people. I'm just a level 6 and my friend's a level 2. So immediately going into this match, we were like, wow, this is going to be terrible. So you're going to get to see what happens. And my, was it a terrible match? I'll show you exactly what happened. But anyway, Shogun 2, it still has its moments of pissing me off, especially with the unit formations like that. It's either I can't micro well, or the game's just, we just don't agree is the problem that I have. At least, the first Shogun 2, you know, the one with the swords and everything. But the one with the guns is alright. It's just that I feel like all you need to win are pretty much highly upgraded foreign veteran units with extremely good range and a couple artillery. But anyway, this is a nighttime battle, so it was gorgeous. Here's my teammate, and here I am. I have two Yariki, 2 saber cavalry, and I have a ton of black bear infantry for my infantry force. Here's a veteran white bear. It's called Voyons le Docteur. So that's pretty much what I set up. What I was trying to do was take this ridge over here before my enemy could take it, and then I could flank over here. But let's check out the enemy units right now. So he has black bears and 2 Tosa riflemen. I wanted to get these guys out of the fight before they could start harassing my dudes, because I had nothing to match their range. But I saw him rushing up his saber cavalry to this hill, and I was like, oh crap, I can't let him take this hill. So then I started rushing up my saber cav and Yariki, but because because I have a Yariki, these guys are a spear cav unit. They're gonna absolutely obliterate these dudes right here. So I'll let you watch this charge. Pretty sweet. I was afraid of preemptively charging this guy because I didn't want his infantry to get shots at my cavalry. But meanwhile, while his guys wait there, I have to rush my dudes up. And I also have spear levy. I use them for distractions and taking enemy gunfire. They're just really useful for that. It's pretty much the only thing they're useful for. But this looks gorgeous. My goodness. So anyway, we start setting our dudes up over here. And we're not in range just yet, but I feel like his guys are going to be in range soon, because they're Tosa riflemen, they're skirmishers. Now, I tried as a last-ditch effort to send a saber cavalry right at my black bear infantry, but I put them in melee mode so they could take the charge. I also had my spear levy nearby. What I tried doing is having 2 separate wings. Each wing should be independent. Like, they should have their own cavalry, they should have their own gun units, and they should have their own spear levy. That's just one strategy that I use. So it's pretty much an independent unit that can fight on its own. And since I saw the opening, his cavalry was defeated. I decided to send my cavalry. I probably should have went around the back. Maybe a good decision. But there's so much pressure that these dudes can't stand up against it. And there's a ton of saber cavalry, so they're really good against it. Meanwhile, I'm sending in my spear levy to try to block these units on the far flank so they can't get any shots off, while my guys are going to set up and shoot the crap out of his over here. As you can see, my cavalry is doing massive damage to his Tosa riflemen. These guys are terrible in melee. I'm glad I took them out of the fight early. That was my mission, and I managed to do that with my cavalry. I also managed to do an envelopment tactic, but that wasn't really useful because my cavalry pretty much took care of it, actually. So my cavalry were just, this is one of my veteran units for Yariki. They call him Mounted Death, and he's going to charge straight into the enemy general. Bam. Straight into the back of the enemy general. So as you can see, his general probably won't last that long against fresh Yariki. And this flank finally collapsed under the pressure of my shooting and my cavalry assaults. And my spear levy actually didn't take too many casualties. I was surprised about that. I want those guys to die. But anyway.
Sweep them from the field.
I finally see that my teammate is in need of some help. So I send my Yariki running away because his Tosa rifleman set up again. But then I went for a surrounding movement. So they didn't know which person to shoot at, or which unit to shoot at. So yeah. So these guys pretty much got honed right here. Meanwhile, these guys are regrouping, and I'm trying to set them up so they can help my teammate out. As you can see, just trying to bottleneck my opponent right here. They're just sitting there. Let's see what's happening. He has interior guard cavalry, so nice cavalry, and a ton of katana cuts. So pretty much this is just a rush army. I don't know how I feel about that. He probably could have done better with some red bears, but I guess he did a pretty good job of holding these guys down. I'll just let you enjoy this at ultra settings. Oh, those are million bird forces. Well, anyway, I'm trying to set up lines and shoot, but I finally get my guys into the flanks of the enemy cavalry. I try sending in my saber cav, but these guys are too depleted to do anything. Plus, I'm kind of shooting them to my own men. So here's some of that carnage going on. One moment. But anyway, this cavalry gets destroyed. These are expensive cavalry. Should have used them better. But pretty much we've got this guy cornered, and I sent in my cavalry from behind of these red bear infantry. So they had the hill advantage when they charged, and they charged from behind. That was pretty sexy right there. Huge, massive neck. These Imperial Guard cav, they just don't go down. And finally, through a hail of gunfire. Damn, guys.
Victory is close, sir.
Now they rout after getting like completely owned. So my army is pretty much untouched except for the cavalry. And I didn't even use some of my units that much. So, I mean, that kind of goes to show you that sometimes you're not completely screwed over by differences in level. So, that was a fun battle I played. I honestly thought I would get destroyed, but I didn't, surprisingly. And there's my general Gilgamesh right there. Crap, let me find my general. But those guys got really, really mad, so they did the honorable thing and they just quit. So, yeah, pretty nice battle right here. I'm going to show you the next one. On Facebook. They hardly even know each other. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry, I was watching a really retarded movie right now. But, that's how Indian movies are. Anyway, here are the battle results. That was freaking amazing. Check out the unit statistics right here. Yeah, that's pretty much what I call ownage. Wow, this is just crazy. But my cavalry, look at that saber cav, 435 kills from one saber cavalry unit. They weren't even upgraded. So, good game to my opponents. That was freaking amazing. I think the cavalry won the day for me and my teammates. But let's go see the other replay. This one is a regular Shogun too, as in I used a sword, you know, samurai-based army. And you can see the teams right here. It's on the A-key map. That's like the first map that shows up when you make a game. So I always accidentally press it when I do custom battle because I always forget to change the map. But then again, I'm a ditz, so yeah. Let's check out this picture right here. Huh. Who do you think is going to win this picture? I think the cavalry people are going to win. Because you got a dude with a sword, two dudes, two katana cav, and one Yari key it looks like, and then a katana kachi. Versus, looks like red bear infantry, no, black bear infantry trying to defend themselves. So I think the left side would win in this charge. But anyway, here are the armies. Here's my army, I'm in the red. I got 3 bow ashigaru, 4 katana samurai, 4 Yari cav, and my general unit. His name is Shivaji. He's right there. Looks old as crap. Pretty sweet, epic. And my teammate is over here. Has a ton of bow samurai, a couple Yari ashigaru, a couple katana samurai, and 1 veteran unit. And then he has light cav and a Yari cav. And this guy's a Fall of the Samurai over here. So he has gun units. He just has a ton of red bear infantry. And some Yari key hiding, but they're not really activated till the end of the battle. And my opponents decided to not bring balanced armies, but one person brought all of the cavalry. And you see like 8 or 10 units of Yari key. And one person brought all of the archery units, and one person brought all of the, look at that giant mess, all that lag. One person brought all of the infantry. Dang, that really shakes the screen a lot. I also brought 2 bow cavalry because it's fun to piss people off with it. It's kind of my throwaway unit, but probably shouldn't use them as throwaway units. Probably should just have better infantry or something, but you know, I just love skirmishing. That's why I love the Turks. But anyway, I'm going off a tangent. I try to get some shots off on this infantry mass. It's just there. Meanwhile, the Yari cavalry horde pretty much decimates the other dude's army right here. There's nothing much that I could do against it. Wasn't really prepared for the charges. And he pretty much took the brunt of everything. And seeing as how, if I didn't defeat, or you know, if we didn't take action against all these Yari cavalry, then we would pretty much just get over because our sword infantry would just get run over. So I send my Yari cavalry to the top of the hill and then back down so they get a bit of a charge from us. And as you can see, they're going to soon run into the purple dudes, pink dudes. So yeah, I send my guys in, sort of like an echelon type thing, so once he tries to outflank me, my other units can start to outflank him. So I know my cavalry will not survive this engagement because, I mean, look at the but anyway, I'll let you enjoy the carnage going on. This is on ultra settings, by the way. So my teammates trying to take some free shots on these Yari calves, but they're just going to chase down all of his archery units. Good choice to attack that person because he didn't have as many melee units as me. But, well, yes he did. My bow cav, I kind of just left them there, so they're going to get owned by the bow samurai, foot samurai units. These guys are going to stand there. Pretty soon I realized, crap, what am I doing? So then I get them out of there eventually. Oh my goodness.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
I charged them into the bow samurai because they were pretty much depleted and I wanted to do something useful with them. So that's why I kind of like bow cav. You can kind of mess with your opponents and then charge them in. You can charge them from behind and it do plenty of damage, and you could charge them, charge the enemy archer units, and that would also do plenty of damage. So, as you can see, my Yari Cav force pretty much got destroyed by the horde right here. Kind of look like robots fighting. I don't know why they're not fluid, but find out why later.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
I know it's not frame rate lag because it's pretty smooth. I'm not having many problems with frame rate. But anyway, this guy's finally set up, ready to shoot. And here's my bow cav. He wants to be a rifleman, it looks like. That's kind of awkward. I wonder if one of those horses smarted. That'd be hilarious. But anyway, let's speed this puppy up. Actually, no, let's not. Now that he's destroyed all of our cavalry with his gigantic cavalry horde, very unbalanced armies these people brought, and now eventually, I'll show you why that's not good. But anyway, I only sent in 2 katana samurai to attack the brunt of the enemy force right here. And I kind of had a bit of a hill advantage, especially over here. So I charged 2 units in, and to guard my flanks, I had 2 katana samurai. Meanwhile, these enemy Yari cavalry are going to charge into my katana samurai. My katana samurai are going to take major damage, but some of the Yari cavalry are already extremely depleted. And I also charge in my bow ashigaru. They're really terrible at melee, but I just charge them into support. Because the more the merrier, I need to get these cavalry clogged up like this, so they can't move as much, and they'll be less effective on the battlefield. And my teammate was smart, so he brought some Yari Ashigaru over. These guys are spear units. So it's a nice big cluster over here. Nice violence against horses. I don't like horses. I'm just joking, horses are cute. But anyway, yeah, pretty much big cavalry fight. Let's check out the infantry fight over here. No, let's check out the gunfight. So this guy was allowed enough time to attack, set up the fight, and in my opinion, what these guys should have done was the Yari Cap spammer should have attacked this guy. These guys would have fallen like freaking leaves off of a fallen tree. If the Yari Captain just attacked all these red bears, they're still holding it from behind. He could have divided his forces and microed better, but he did not. So I don't think using a cav horde is a good idea if you're not going to be microing enough. And it's not like, I'm not saying that I'm good at it, it's just, I don't know, I wouldn't be able to handle that much, so. My katana samurai start coming back from routing, I think, or chasing the enemy. So I can finally start using them for the infantry fight since my guys are getting worn out.
Sir, I fear your general is in mortal peril, sir.
My general's okay, sir. Anyway, these guys are fighting a downhill battle now. Uphill battle. I'm fighting a downhill battle. So I just got a ton of bow ashigaru and katana samurai attacking all these dudes. All he has is a bunch of archer units and ashigaru units. Meanwhile, the katana samurai got absolutely owned by the red bear infantry. As you can see, all that fire and mayhem. All these colorful little dead bodies on the ground. Let's see if we can find a half-dead guy. I know there's half-dead dudes. Is that guy swimming? No. Well, I guess those bullets are effective, so no one's swimming. Good for them. But anyway, these guys are just fighting down. Beating the crap out of these guys. I flank with the units that stopped routing. So there's some nice melee action. And also, sorry, this I already recorded this battle, but it kind of froze on me. So I had to re-record it. So I decided why not just record both battles in the same video. Nice. The battles go by pretty quick. So weird. Finally, some more katana samurai come back from routing. Now what these guys should have done, they should have all brought balanced armies. They shouldn't have done what they did. They divided their forces and they divided their attention. And they didn't even like use the correct counter to everything. The cavalry horde should have went for the fallen samurai guy. And well actually there's no way you could have used this. Like it sounds good on paper, so you'd have a ton more of everything, but not good because one commander has to micro a major part of one army, and I know Napoleon hated that. He was afraid of having, he was basically afraid of separating the army up and having them under control of multiple commanders, because that would never get anything done. He said he'd rather have one terrible commander than 3 great commanders commanding an army. And I kind of see where he's coming from. Makes sense. Oh, please go shoot with you. Sorry. My general.
Your victory
See if I
is
can find
close,
him.
sir.
My general died. Oh, snap. Dude, is shooting at my own forces. Oh, well, I kind of won the battle anyway, so no big deal. I want to find my general. Oh, here he is, here he is, here he is. There you go. He's on the white horse, right there. Go be epic. But anyway, here is the end of the battle. Good game to my opponents. Hope you enjoyed my battle replays. Like, comment, subscribe, or dislike if you're feeling like a douche. Have a nice. Anyway, here are the battle results. And while I'm here, I might as well show you the unit statistics as well. So, holy crud. My Katana Samurai racked up a ton of kills, 235 kills. And, wow. My Yari Cav didn't do so well because they were outnumbered like crazy. Bow Cav didn't do so well. They were kind of my throwaway unit. But, anyway, good game to my opponents. Let's try to show you my stats. I suck at this game, so I'm probably posting more losses than wins. That's just... I don't get this game as well as other people. So let's check out the avatar profile. Here are all my stats. Have fun. Wow, I have a terrible win-loss ratio. Let's see. Yeah, terrible win-loss ratio. Anyway, everyone have a good day.